Kai is trying to establish his power right away there. Oh, and a very unforced error, uncharacteristic of Gardos. The first half of the first game here. Trying to get used to each other's serves. A very nice low return by Gardos. Kai Zhang swing and a miss. A very nice over-the-top power backhand by Kai Zhang. So far, the two players are respecting the other's return ability on serve, and they're serving short. And that's a nice sequence by Kai Zhang, getting a safe return by Gardos, and it's just a little too long. And Kai Zhang can put all his body weight and turn into that shot. Early lead for Kai Zhang in game one. It looked like the first fast serve that was done, and Kai popped it up, but Gardos, the unforced error, could not capitalize. And Gardos forced a weak return and took advantage. 6-4, Kai Zhang on serve. The points really so far have not gone much far beyond the third ball attack. It's either a serve and a player miss or a serve and a return that allows the server to attack hard. Gardos' most would figure is the favorite in this match. He's serving down 8-4, and if he loses just one of his serves, you got to figure Kai Zhang's a big favorite. Great off the bounce backhand. And that forehand power is a little too much for Gardos to handle. And Kai Zhang is looking to close out game one. Kai Zhang's game point here. Trying to finish this out. An unfortunate net ball for Gardos, but still a big favorite to win, Kai Zhang, in this game. Now it gets interesting. Kai is roaming around. He knows he had a 10-4 lead. He knows that he's just given up 3 in a row. A little momentum swing here. Let's see what happens. And Gardos is, as a pro he is, fighting off those match points. Very impressive. See, Kai was not quite ready for that return. He may have been surprised that it came back the way it did. And now he's got a little pressure on him, having lost 4 in a row. 10-8. Kai Zhang to serve. And there is game one. 11-8 to Kai Zhang. Robert Gardos from Austria. The last dozen years or so, he's established himself on the world circuit, being a top 50 player. It was a little bit of a surprise how many errors he made in that first game. We'll see what happens. Kai has some confidence, so I would not be... Very spinny return by Gardos. It just popped up and mishit there. Good placement play by Gardos. Instead of the attacks that he was trying to make in game one weren't working so well, he just played a conservative, short type of game. Zhang into the net. Smart play. And now Zhang looks like he's forcing it a little bit. Very nice exchange there. Zhang maybe just as quick, strokes just as powerful as Gardos. It's just the overall game that Gardos should have the edge. But in an exchange like that previous point, certainly Zhang can hold his own. And Gardos, that point went for a quick serve. What I mean by quick serve is he served the ball fast and deep. It came as a little bit of surprise. Hand cut right into the hip pocket, and Zhang wasn't quite ready for it and misfired on that. Oh, a brilliant play by Gardos, and very patient there. It was a short serve, but Gardos recognized that it was not going to bounce twice on his table, so he waited just a little longer and stepped all the way around so he could take a full swing at that. Straight down the line for a winner and go up 6-4. That change of direction that Gardos does, it's a very effective play. His opponent Zhang is in the backhand corner, and then just a sudden down the line. That's going to score almost every time. So we have our roles reversed here in game two. Gardos has the commanding lead near the end at 8-4. A nice response by Kai to show that he's still in this game. Well, that was a very important point for Gardos. Being with the serve 9-5, very much in control. He went for the fast serve into the body. This time Kai was ready for it, made the attack, yet Gardos countered it off the bounce, and Zhang was out of position. And there's just a desperation, high risk, high reward kind of thing, but it missed. And we are now even in this semifinal match at 1 game apiece. We're now ready for game 3 to begin with Gardos serving. Nice backhand topspin, scores him the first point. And a similar third ball backhand, and Zhang was very ready for that ball. Moved his feet well and just countered it off the bounce. Point to Zhang, but I'll tell you that Zhang had a strong loop cross court, and Gardos like right off the bounce counter looped it off the bounce in a very impressive play, but Zhang was not fazed by that. Very impressive, and he continued to put the pressure on, winning the point. Beautiful down the line backhand punch. When Gardos made his attack, he exposed that open side. Brilliant play by Kai Zhang. Very nice control of the point. Gardos went short to Kai's forehand and followed up deep and fast to Kai's backhand. Kai was not able to cover. We are at 3-all. And I would say that serve was too long, and Kai Zhang knows it based on his reaction. Well placed short ball. Kai Zhang maybe makes half of those, but a little risky to go for that short ball there. And Kai was absolutely ready for that ball. Serve was to the body, but Zhang moved extremely quick to his left to make an easy attack. And a strong cross-court forehand loop ties this game at 5-all. Very pivotal game here. It's one game apiece. Gardos seemed to be in control, but Kai Zhang is not letting him have this game easy. And good depth on that serve. It's one of those serves that might bounce twice at the end, but not quite. Well-placed return by Gardos. Kai was sort of jammed there, and we've got a tie game here. It's 6-all. Both going for their allowed towel break. Big points coming up here. Beautiful counter loop. Gardos attacked first, but it was a little on the soft side. And Kai Zhang responded well with a winner. Very nice backhand follow. Solid contact throughout the ball. Lots of power and spin on it. Kai could not keep it on the table. And we are tied at 7. Wow, nice point by Kai Zhang to stay in that. Looked to me that Gardos sort of had some control at that point. Backhand opening first. Kai could only keep it on the table, but then Gardos could not finish. Oh, and a big one there. Kai Zhang is not happy with himself. He got the backspin return he wanted, and he could not finish the point. A very well-placed serve, setting up that backhand spin. Short middle. Kai could not really attack it, so he placed it back, but it wasn't placed well enough, and Gardos could make a full backhand swing, and he can put a lot of power and spin on that ball. Very hard to keep on the table when that comes at you. Kai knows that he just can't make a soft return. He has to make an aggressive return there, and he did so. And we are in a great game here, tight. Point to Kai Zhang. He is in control now. He initiated the first attack. He was able to do that with his nice short backspin serve. Will he go for the same thing again? And Gardos returned that serve just a little bit shorter, and Kai could not get that first attack in, and we are in deuce as a result. Oh, a gutsy return. Gardos just a little bit long. Kai was determined. He committed. He committed for making a strong attack, and there was going to be no return from Gardos in that case. So Kai now serving for game 3. Again, that backhand. Gardos forced the ball into his backhand so that he can make that power backhand shot. It has scored him a point each time this game. So much going on in both players' heads. What serve am I going to give? What return am I going to get? And that was a well-placed return. It was so close to being a double bouncer that it was just a difficult ball for Gardos to open up on. Second game point for Zhang. And he scores the point for the game. Short serve, Gardos into the net, and Zhang is up 2-1, making a serious threat to win this semifinal match, which most would consider a surprise. Semifinal match. A very nice exchange there. Top spin to top spin. Gardos a little too much for Kai. That backhand has been working for Gardos all match long. And I'm sure Kai knows that. But on the flip side, Zhang's forehand has been working quite well for him. Gardos wins that exchange. They were both going short to short, daring the other one to open first, but then Gardos got the better of that by getting a nice backhand flick. Has not been kind to Zhang, the backhand exchange. Advantage to Gardos so far. Kai would like to get to employ his forehand in those exchanges. Oh, well placed and off the side. And a convincing lead here. It's 6-0. This is getting close to that point where the player who's down is not going to be very confident that he can win the game. One more point for Gardos. I think Kai would almost knows that his back is to the wall, but an unfortunate net there. Can keep him in this match if he can win another point or two in a row. There we go. Gardos up 6-0, not protecting his lead, losing both points on his serve. Oh, an excellent return. Now 7-3, a lot different than 6-4. Forehand to forehand. You might argue that Zhang has the advantage. Oh, a great surprise serve down the line. Kai absolutely not ready for that one. Oh, Gardos controlled that point with his backhand. His backhand is So solid. Great sequence. Backhand, backhand, forehand. And now he's got a comfortable 10-4 lead, ready to finish the match as he does. Kai Zhang's just trying to make a winning shot. He definitely, when you're down 10-4, you go for these desperation shots. Did not work. No surprise that Gardos pulled that out after he was up 6-0 that game. Kai showed a little bit of fight there, but once it became 9-4, pretty much that game was decided. Also defended Kai's ball a little better. Yes, first serve, a little bit of a surprise. Got a weak return and took advantage. Oh, Gardos can't believe he missed that one. I think he got a return that he liked. Oh, great defense by Kai to set that point up. Oh, good patience by Gardos. He recognized that that ball would sail along on it and not bounce twice. And then he let it drop a little bit so he can put more spin and control the action. 2-all. Yes, a weak return by Kai Zhang. Gardos was made extra sure not to make a mistake. And there's the Kai Zhang forehand. It doesn't matter that Gardos opened first and went wide forehand. Kai Zhang counterlooped it. Very good return. And this is a very key sequence of serve return for Gardos, winning both points off of his opponent, Kai Zhang. The last serve was short, and Gardos knew that, and he pushed back short as well. Yes, a tricky serve there. I don't think he's shown that serve all match long, and when you throw in a new serve, you can sometimes get a weak return. Kai Zhang, having lost 3 in a row, now calls timeout to regroup. Oh, an excellent point. It would look like Kai Zhang was going to come out strong after that timeout. He established his attack, but Gardos was counterattacking and not letting Kai get that advantage. Seems like a let serve there. Oh, and things are going in the way of Robert Gardos. This is a now or never type of situation for Kai Zhang. He needs to score points. That is a beautiful backhand. Gardos thought the point was over. Maybe even Kai thought that he was going to lose that point, but he just made a brilliant play. And Gardos did not expect to miss that point. An unforced error. He got a relatively weak return. It was a nice topspin ball, but it was high. And he comes out with a nice serve. In fact, if I recall correctly, the last time he showed that motion, it was topspin, and this time it was backspin. What a block by Gardos. I mean, Kai Zhang's in a desperate situation down. He's down 5-9. He makes a really strong backhand, hoping that would get him back in score point he desperately needs. And what a block by Gardos to just almost demoralize him. And that's the finish right there. Game and match to the top seed from Austria, Robert Gardos. He advances to the final. I'm Larry Bavley, and I will be back with you soon to cover the final of the Open Singles of Westchester February Open.